Hello and welcome to a new Let's Play of a old classic, Crusader Kings 2, a game that I believe everybody has played for hundreds of hours. And so have I, long time ago, long before the release of CK3 already I stopped, but I just am in the mood for it again. I think it will be a little fun experiment. I just ran a quick scenario just to test it out here, and I think it will be great fun to play this for a little bit. So let's just jump in and see about our starting area, or era first. I think a lot of people play early Middle Ages or Viking Age. I think it's very popular. The classic scenario, of course, 1066. But I think it will be fun. Well, nobody plays late Middle Ages. I think it will be fun to jump in the Iron Century. It's kind of a middle ground where the pagans are not so active anymore, but at the same time we have an interesting setup where things are happening. Otto is founding Germany. That is a cool, interesting scenario. So let's jump in. Of course, due to my username, I was immediately drawn to the area around Mainz here, which however is a bishopric, and we cannot play as a bishopric. But instead, I want to play as the Count Werner of Worms. So let's just jump in and play around with that a little bit. Seeing about how we are. Welcome to Crusader Kings 2. And here we are. Count Werner of Worms, always a random character. So let's take a look how we are. A dutiful cleric, zealous. So definitely an interesting character already. Ambitious, stubborn, and diligent. So he wants to have something and then he will push for it no matter what. And he will be not lazy about it. Great character. Very average in its stats. Nothing sticks out too much. Could be a good martial character, certainly. Could be a decent steward, could be a smart learned man. He's a very average but very balanced person, except spying is not his thing. He is very much going for it. And he has a beautiful wife, Hicha of Worms. And she is very slothful, greedy, wrathful. She's content. I don't know how they make a good couple. A bit stupid, very physically powerful. Not diplomatic at all, no tact, no intrigue. She's a little bit of a stupid person. Definitely not a good fit for a man, actually, to be honest. They have a son, Conrad, 8 years old. He is currently only willful and still very much in development. We have our liege lord, Eberhard of Franconia, who we like okay. He is wrathful, lustful, gluttonous, trusting, flamboyant schemer, but not particularly skilled at anything. I would say we have a very neutral disposition towards him. I guess he's our liege lord, so we have to be loyal, but I don't think we have a particularly great impression of him. And then there's, of course, Otto, who is an ambitious, greedy, but diligent, envious, very skilled tactician, very greatly skilled character. So I think we have a lot of respect for our King Otto, that he unites Germany here, and we have an okay relation with our liege lord. Nothing too good, but nothing too bad. We're zealous, and because I was eyeing Mainz, let's take a look at the Prince-Bishopric of Mainz. Good administrator, good diplomat, not a very smart person, I guess. Gregarious, craven, proud, trusting. I think we are probably not the best relationship with him. Pretty neutral as well. Does he have a title here? He is the Chancellor. Do I have a title? I'm the Spy Master. They made me the Spy Master. With 4 intrigue? I would prefer to be the Steward or the Marshal person than the Spy Master, to be honest. He is just a commander, and Bamberg still belongs to us. He's the Marshal. He's the Marshal with 11. I have also 11. No, I have 9. Alright. I would love to be the Spy Master, though. Or not the Spy Master. I would really not want to be the Spy Master. I think it's not a good position for me at all. I think I'm tending towards resigning from it and focusing on something else and hoping that he will grant me that. And I'm thinking to go hunting and be very good at Marshal focus. Yeah. And Yeah, I think, sorry, I'm have a very neutral disposition towards you. I will just resign from the council. Because I just don't see myself as your spy master. That makes no sense at all. And we're not going to go with that. And I hope that you will give me a different title. I think we have the ambition for it in a second. So let's quickly take a look at our young guy here. I think Pride is a good one. If we're going Marshal for us, then why not Pride for him? And we can borrow money from Jewish merchants. I think there's nothing against that. I think it makes sense. And then we can invest that money. We have a good relationship with our Bishop of Worms. He is very, very smart person. Very smart, diligent, temperate, bookish, mastermind theologian, and we are a zealous character. Like, he impresses us a lot. I think that's definitely somebody that we like quite a lot. So Pencil can be both the court physician, we will auto-assign the commanders, and the ambition we'll pick in a second. We'll just let the game run for just a second. So now that we have a lot of money, I think we're definitely investing it immediately and putting it into yes, militia training grounds, I think is the right one. Yeah, plus 50 light infantry, so 100 more in total. Makes total sense. Then our own council. Very incapable mayor. Don't care about mayors that much, so we will replace him. Yeah, and then the question is, do we fabricate claims? I think so. I think so. Chancellor, and here we have nobody. So he is a brave character, cynical, which we hate. Charitable, however, and honest, so very neutral disposition, but I think he's very much nobody character. I think we will fabricate a claim on Weinsberg to maybe consolidate our reach here from the Rhine to the Main River here. And we will also train troops because we do have very few of them and we will need them. We will collect taxes more, ideally. Then we have here our spy master. I think scheming for now is fine, and improving relations with our bishop is also a good idea, so that he pays us more taxes and gives us troops, which he currently does not. Okay. Okay, that's a good setup, so let's run it for like a day. I think then our ambitions might refresh, because there is an ambition to become a council member, but I'm not sure if we can get it, or if we need to be confirmed here by the oh, one sec, that's important to have a holy war. That's something we need to check out. So what do we want to do here? I think if we cannot do the council member one, then I think we're gonna save money. That's the idea. Yeah. So our Lieg's council, he found a new spy master, which is the Ruprecht, some guy. Definitely more capable character than we are. So that's fine. Not sad about that. And yeah, sorry, we are doing a holy war for Austria against the Hungarians, I think, right? Is that what I understood? Holy war for Austria, that's right. So we're conquering these territories here. And the Hungarians, they are not that powerful, 3k. We are 8k. And also we adore Otto. Like, he is an amazing character for us. And we have the ambition to become, you know, marshal or something like that. We're definitely joining this war. And we're going to go down here to Regensburg. The king is very happy to hear that we're joining him in this little crusade. I mean, we're here for the glory, but also a bit for the siege money. And he wants us to become a commander. Commander is nice, I guess. Let's go with it. Not a big fan of commander. I would rather be the marshal. But let's go with the commander for now. The Hungarians are on the move, and our liege lord is still coming. There's another fight here between... German So we're not no longer participating in this war, because there's a new war going on between our liege lord, the German Tankmar of the German Revolt. Some idiot declared war for Germany with only 1.6 troops, and our idiotic, stupid Duke Eberhard joined this war against the liege lord. And we're gonna get slaughtered because, of course, we are already like on the way to Austria when this news reaches us. So we are doubly pissed on our liege lord for being such an idiot to stab us and the king in the back on this affair. Oh my god. I am definitely pissed. I am pissed. So my character here, he is of course not going to participate in this war. Absolutely not. That is absolutely insanity that our liege lord is such an idiot to go along with this stupid war. You can already see them sieging down those guys. So for sure, I already will resign again. Resign as commander. I'm not going to participate in this war in the slightest. Even as a bystander, I'm embarrassed. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You're not thinking I'm going to war against our king, our great King Otto. I'm going to war against King Otto in your behalf instead of fighting the heathens. The people that we are supposed to be fighting, we're fighting against us internally. What an idiot. Why did you join that war? Why? Oh, okay. Baron Louispold, who we haven't looked at much. He's actually the domain holder here in the barony of Stadek. He's from the family of Stadek. He is a cynical person, not a one that I like. Wrathful, greedy, craven a bit, but he's a very diplomatic character, so we don't like him much, but he's a good talker. And he managed to get us a claim on Weinsberg for 20 gold. Yeah, let's take it. So I'm thinking if we want to fabricate claims now on our lord, but I think there's no big chance right now that we could be able to get those claims. Thinking Bishopric of Mainz, whether we want to continue fabricating in that direction. I'm thinking we're gonna be like balls out. We're just gonna show, like we're just gonna claim Würzburg, so be it. But yeah, we're not gonna go out and claim our Weinsberg now, because it's unfortunate that this war happens, because the king's troops will decimate us if we go out and try to find Weinsberg, because they're hostile to us. But we're on a hunt. The White Stag. Lately, you've heard persistent rumors from peasants and travelers in the wilds that a strange, mythical beast has been sighted in your realm. It's a white stag, powerful and elusive. The common folk claim it comes from another world, and that the hunter who claims it will be imbued with divine power. I must send people to find it. I mean, we are a hunter after all, and I think that is something that we would be interested in. We are diligent, we're not going away from this, we're ambitious, we want to find the white stag, of course. So here we are, and then let's see how our things are stacking up. We are not yet in a position to really fight in any way. We're definitely underpowered. And he has like more troops than us, because his domain is very likely built up better. So we're also going to have to be a bit patient, or we have to get mercenaries, for which we don't have the money, to be honest. We also have the ambition to get the 300 gold still, so we also want to get that ideally. We're not so good at marshalling. Yeah, there's no way to focus your wife or spouse, like in CK3. Alright, let's just be a bit patient here with this idiotic war. I cannot believe that they're so stupid. We've received credible reports of a recent sighting of the Great White Stag in the county of Worms. Oh, settle my horse. I mean, it's not like we're going to participate in any of those stupid wars. and they're sieging down. They're sieging down the domains here of the king. Right now, it's in favor of King Otto because the capital is sieged, and also the Hungarian conquest is in favor of the Hungarians because we are distracted by this nonsense. You have gathered your followers and your hunting dogs, and you have saddled your horse and prepared for the weapons. You're ready to go to set out. An epic hunt it shall be. Indeed, indeed. The cook has prepared a magnificent meal with lots of different fruits, various kinds of meat, plenty of fresh baked bread, and several mature cheeses. I try to eat modestly, but it's too much. We could become gluttonous, or we could become temperate. So I satisfy my hunger with bread and water. I think we are diligent, stubborn. I don't see us like that we are like really becoming gluttonous right now, because I think at this point we're still very much stubborn, zealous. We know what's good and what's not. I think we're not overindulging that much. So I think temperate would fit our character here very well. We are a very pious person, and that increases our stewardship, which is amazing because that does give us a bit more money, I think, per month, because I think the stewardship influences your money gathering. You spend weeks in the wilderness searching for any trace of your prey, but you're forced to return empty-handed. You are sure that no one's impressed by your failed. It's my own failure, or it can't be my retainers are useless. So are we blaming others? I think we are a very reflective person. We are smart enough. So I would say we are going to be going the way of like being... no, it's a little bit power gaming here in this case, but I think we are that type of character that just wants to be good and is jealous and we have humility while being ambitious. We see others as sometimes below us. That's why we want to conquer their lands. Those not devoted people to the cause. But we are not like a tyrant or something that really has like a bad streak about it. And yeah, that new building, it will give us 100 more levy here, which is great. 630 is a much better number. But he is still with 608 on a pretty good amount. So we will probably upgrade more, but we also want to quickly get to the amount here. So the question is, there is the option to extort subjects. There is the option to extort it from the church, which I think for our character is absolutely not possible. We cannot extort it from the church. That doesn't work. Not to mention that we adore our bishop here. I think he's a great character. But we could extort it from our subjects. So do we look down on peasants? We're not just or something. We are ambitious. We see that it's maybe paying to the cause of like making the world a better place. So I could justify it. But we are humble. I think not. I think we're not going to extort our subjects. I think it doesn't really fit our character. I think to each their own. We get our taxes. I think it's the fair amount. We don't want to overextend ourselves here and unduly take what's not ours. But it would be nice if Bishop Wenzel would pay us a bit more. If he were so inclined, that would be very kind. So the trading ground has been built. I think we are going to wait for the 300 was my thought, but it will take quite a while unless we get some events. And yeah, unfortunately it looks like this stupid revolt is going in the favor of the rebellious people, which would mean that this idiot, Tankmar, who's, well, he's an admirable character, a little bit as well, bastard, very good fighter, that he would become king of Germany against our beloved Otto, who we definitely still adore. So the Hungarians are going to win here, for sure. And right now it's in favor of the rebellion as well. He wants us to become commander. No! How about no? If he wanted to make us marshal, you know, then I would say, like, let's think about it. Like, but commander is just like he wants us to be sacrificed on the battlefield for no reason. No, thank you. Oh, there's another rebellion here. The Upper Lorraine revolt in our neighborhood against this remainder here, which is not much. So it's actually a part of West Francia. He's a double king, or what is it? Was it that? What is this? Like, why is it colored differently? Am I in a map mode? Interesting. Duchy of Champagne, West Francia. Interesting that this is part of West Francia. It doesn't look like from the colors of it. I hope that the king here is successful. Let's see. Yeah, they have just too many men. A new bird has arrived in the Muse, and a new book of the art of writing poetry is in the library. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Poetry? We're not that learned. But if a falcon out for a hunt, that does sound pretty good. The new bird was more aggressive than the ones I used to. It killed many rabbits but was unwilling to relinquish its catch. It even attacked me when trying to pry the one away. She's far too dangerous. Poetry saver, let's learn that instead. So neither of those really works for me, to be honest, because I don't think I would give up on falconry just from one bad event. But poetry safer, I think definitely that doesn't really ring a bell. Maybe we are humble in the sense that we kind of admit that it's not for us or something, but stubborn really points me to like he would continue that. I think we're gonna unfortunately get depressed here from this. It's just like the consequence of our stubbornness, I think. But let's see if we can hopefully get that fixed soon. There's no specific event here that I can take. Not that I see, at least. Could invite nobles and stuff if we wanted to get a better marshal, but steward, it's actually pretty okay. I think that we have what we have right now. Yeah, we only have very limited candidates, unfortunately, and it really looks like we are going to get a new king because, unfortunately, the king is just not able to muster his men, and he's losing to the Hungarians and to the revolt at the same time. The Hungarians are going to win now. So maybe that gives us the ability to refocus ourselves and and just give up on the Hungarian ambition, which this idiot spoiled, to free the Austrians from the pagans, and instead we are fighting against each other, and hopefully we can stomp out this rebellion. But so far it looks really bad because they just have too many men here. Although here it doesn't say that they have that many. It just looks like here because I think, Oldenburg. Yeah, each of those participants has raised their own army, which are sometimes quite large. Oh, we have a pregnant wife, that's at least a good news. So here 608, and they're all sitting here. Good news, my lord, we have received credible reports of the White stag again. Alright, of course, I settle my horse. The pregnancy has caused my wife to develop quite unusual tastes, so she wants to have some strange things, but it only costs 1 gold. We're not like, we don't have a problem with that per se. I will make sure that she gets all that she wants and more. Gluttonous. Does that make sense for her to become gluttonous? Isn't she already something like that? Slothful, greedy, wrathful. I think spending 1 gold is fine. I think we're not really overly ambitious to her. I think like we're not a loving husband here in this sense. I could scarcely believe it, but the pregnancy has made my wife Hitcha look more beautiful than she ever was. I think that was the main reason why we were attracted to her in the first place. Whenever we're in the same room, I can hardly take my eyes off her. Better make a move very quickly, losing piety and potentially becoming lustful, or becoming chaste. Yeah, I think that is maybe now in the depression, maybe it could be an outlet. Let's say, yeah, we're trying to be a little bit more seductive, and indeed we became lustful. Alright, so this guy finally gained like a little bit his, let's say his negative side. It's not the perfect character. You have gathered your followers and ready to set out on a hunt. Perfect. You spent in the wilderness. Are my retainers useless, or is it my fault? As I said, I'm thinking he's very reflective in this sense. I think he would not blame others for his failure, so I'm going to say it's my own fault. He's already depressed a bit about things. In good tradition, we have some gossip around pregnant women in order to keep her calm and distract her from the tribulations of the delicate time in her life. As Citra's husband, it's my duty to provide her with the support that she needs. I will have some maids dispatched, 10 gold, and getting a bit of piety. Or she doesn't need old women filling her head with nonsense and losing piety. I think there's nothing against that. We're not really in any way greedy or something, so we will spend the money to give her like some gossip. Why not? Make her a little bit more healthy. We need the money, but we're not greedy, so we're gonna spend it here. And I think with that, we're gonna end our first episode here. It was already an exciting little look into the life of Count Werner of Worms, and I'm very happy to see this continued. So stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.